So we're doing a different character this time, and this time I'm actually going to be doing, Frieza, because Frieza is a great, character in terms of being like a villain and stuff. And, he's recently come back in Resurrection of F, so yeah, if you guys want to support this video, just smash the like button and just tell me what character you want to see me do next, the all forms of. And yeah, let's get right into it. Over time, Frieza's power became so great that his body could not comfortably contain it, and a series of physical transformations were developed to limit his actual strength. Other beings in Dragon Ball usually transform to increase their strength, while Frieza does the exact opposite and transforms to contain his huge power. Frieza has stated that he has had great difficulties in controlling his power in his true form, so he transformed to contain it. His fourth form is actually his true form. Now his first form. In this form, he gives the appearance of weakness by exclusively using his hover chair for transportation, leaving his henchmen to do everything for him, or, his dirty work. Frieza is very small in height in this form. He's also stated that his power level in this form is 530,000 when he fought now, and in the Japanese and English versions of Dragon Ball Kai. He used this form again when he was revived by his elite soldiers in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F. After having his organic parts placed in a regeneration vat, he also used it upon arriving on Earth, but later, transformed into his true form. Due to his training, the power of this form surpassed even the likes of Super Saiyan Gohan, although Gohan has gotten significantly weaker due to his lack of training. Second form. His second form is similar in appearance to the first, except a lot larger, both in height and muscle mass, which can clearly be seen. Frieza stated that his power level has doubled in this form. He said that he was actually over 1 million. In this form, he strongly resembles his father, King Cold. His brutality is also increased in this form, as he stabbed Krillin repeatedly and enjoyed it greatly. Third form. Frieza's third form has many significant changes. He somewhat resembles a Xenoverse from the Alien franchise. He walks and stands with a slight hunch, as if the strain of supporting his head was too much for even Frieza's own body to bear. Frieza has said that nobody has seen this form before, which implies that his second form was more than enough to deal with and crush any person or fighter who opposed them. True form. This form is the one that Frieza was born in, obviously, drastically differing from his previous transformations. In his fourth form, Frieza instead, regresses, with his former form cracking and shattering like a shell, revealing humanoid form. All of his spikes and horns disappear, making him look really harmless. But if you thought that he was harmless, you were dead wrong. Also, it's worth mentioning that all the damage he took in his previous forms are healed. This is the form that allows him to reach his full potential. Frieza's regular fourth form is him using less than a third of his power. According to him, the only ones who have ever managed to harm him in this form are Goku and, his own parents. 50% power. Frieza uses this form when he realized that his final form isn't completely outmatching Goku, so he increases it to 50% power. Before he powered up this much, he stated to Goku that he has never had to use this much power before against anyone, because that would obviously be outmatched by his previous forms. Once he sees that he's outmatched Goku, he powers down a bit, but still outclasses Goku. It's unknown as to how much percent he decreased his power by. 100% full power. When Frieza achieves his full potential in this form, his muscle mass is greatly increased and his muscle mass is greatly increased and his power level is completely, he's at his full potential. Surprisingly, his muscle mass does not impact his speed, as he's able to fight on par with Super Saiyan Goku for a bit. Due to the damage he took though, and the strain this, full power puts on his body, he's unable to fight at his maximum power for long. During his fight, he was slowly weakening. Also, Goku says he was holding back to test the limits of Frieza's full power until Porunga appeared. Frieza's power level in this form is 120 million during the, final battle on Namek. By the time of his invasion on Earth, in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F, despite greatly increasing his power level compared to his fight on planet Namek, Frieza no longer needs to enlarge his muscles in order to use his full power. He's also able to access this form from his first form without first going through his second and third form. He gained these abilities at some point during his training. Mecha Frieza. This form was referred to as a powered up form by Frieza in the manga. Frieza is rebuilt with cybernetic enhancements by his smartest scientists under the watch and order of King Cold, his father. King Cold had his soldiers locate Frieza's body after the battle on Namek, and he had them salvage what was left of it. These enhancements allowed him to exceed the limits imposed by his fully organic form, though by how much or in what way is actually currently unknown. Frieza remains as Mecha Frieza during his time in Hell up until his resurrection in Resurrection F. Upon his revival, he's still Mecha Frieza, although in pieces. However, he soon regenerated, regaining his full organic body. Ultimate Evolution. This form was achieved by Frieza after 6 months of rigorous training. He calls himself Golden Frieza in this form because, he wanted to get revenge on Goku in his golden form, much like, Goku defeated Frieza in his golden form, so he wanted to defeat Goku as the Golden Warrior. In this state, Frieza's skin turns purple and he gains golden armor that covers most of his body. His aura changes, becoming fiery like that of Super Saiyan God. While the form grants Frieza amazing amount of power, actually surpassing Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, however it comes at a great cost. The form is very taxing on the user's stamina if they're not used to it. Goku and, later Vegeta picked up on this weakness and used it to defeat the Tyrant during the course of the film. After using the form for several minutes, Frieza's stamina and powers plummeted to the point where his attacks were no longer phasing Goku while using the form. Showing Frieza's inexperience with the form, and Vegeta speculated that Frieza must have come straight to Earth after he unlocked the form, given how much stamina and power Frieza was losing while in the form. MAJIN Frieza. Frieza appears in this form in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. In the story mode, he and Cell are revived and turned into Majins by Babidi. However, they are once again beaten by Goku and the other Z fighters. When Majin Buu kills Babidi, Frieza and Cell turn back to their old selves and do not remember anything of being controlled by Babidi. After that, they are beaten and absorbed by Super Buu and sent back to Hell when Super Buu is defeated. Frieza's power increases greatly in this form to the point of being able to fight Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Frieza, evil energy absorbed. In Shin Budokai, Frieza absorbs and begins generating evil energy in order to power himself up. The presence of evil energy inside him causes him to become Janemba, and bulks up his muscles to the size that they're usually at when he's using his full power. Frieza attempts to destroy the planet, but he's beaten by Krillin and Android 18 after their positive energy weaken him, and he's sent to Hell. While in Hell, it is implied that Frieza may have actually fully transformed into Janemba by the evil energy he generated. Evil energy power-up. In the story of Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Towa gives this ability to Frieza. Frieza uses this power-up while fighting Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan. The power-up also allows him to skip from his first form to his final form. Villainous mode. In Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Frieza is hit by the Timebreaker's dark magic in order to give Frieza the power to use Villainous mode. While in this state, Frieza is much stronger than he originally was. His appearance changes slightly, with his eyes turning pure red, and he gains a dark aura. Frieza is shown using Villainous mode in final form and 100% full power state. Demon God Possessed. During the finale of Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Demigra resurrects Frieza and possesses him. While possessed, Frieza uses 100% of his full power, his body turns purplish, his eyes go pure red, and he gains the 2 black lines that go from the bottom of his eyes to the top of his... the 2 black lines that go from the bottom of his eyes to the bottom of his head. When fought in game, Frieza also has Villainous mode active. However, when playable, he lacks this additional form. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, this video took quite a while, to create. I hope you guys genuinely enjoyed it. I'll be doing Future Trunks next and Gohan as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for that. If you've enjoyed this, share this with your friends. Leave a like, comment, and if you're new, subscribe, because I genuinely enjoy these and this is just so much fun for me. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Have an epic day.